Jim, what's the one piece of advice that you want to give every business owners today?
Two things. One is what Zach mentioned earlier, and that is having grit, having resiliency. Uh, but at the same time, you temper that grit and resiliency with there's no amount of good intentions that are ever going to change bad numbers. If the numbers just aren't there, then that business owner really needs to take a hard look at his model and figure out whether or not they should close.
Yeah, I mean, it's that is one thing. It's a painful, painful pill to swallow, but the numbers don't lie. And red flag number one, if you don't know your numbers, then that could be the potential for some real bad things. And a lot of people have the attitude that if I don't look at the numbers, then I don't know. And if I don't know, then everything is okay,
Yep.
which is scary.
See no evil, hear no evil.
It's okay until you see it. What's something that we haven't talked about today that you thought we would talk about or want to talk about?
No, you guys pretty much covered it. You've really covered the waterfront with everything you've asked today.
There you go. Do you think the jean jacket look is a good one for me?
Okay, Mr. Jobs.
Mr. J. Hey, sometimes it's cold. When so I'm just from a personal perspective, like, what are your thoughts on all of this? Like, it's the craziest times ever. Like, it's like something else. Like just when all this has gone through, like what's gone through Jim Carroll's mind?
Okay, just another chance to excel. This is an opportunity, and it is. It's an opportunity for the SBDC to do what we're supposed to do, and that is take care of our small businesses. And going back to that team that I assembled, that's what we're doing. And I can't say enough about the group that I have working for me.
When you hear a story of someone being, I don't know, spammed, scammed, whatever, like how do they, and it wasn't through the SBDC, it was through something else. How do they not get to that position so that they don't work with the person that isn't going to help them, that is going to screw them? Because I know you said that was something that it really hurts you. So how do they understand that they're not work with that company who seemed so reputable?
I don't know. Because its perception is, you could sit there and lay out a perfect airtight case that every jury in America would convict based on the evidence being presented. But if the person you're talking to has a feeling that runs counter to that, they are going to take away whatever you said, and they're going to discount it because their perception is reality for them. And we just have to build as strong a case as possible, as objectively as possible, and lay it out. But then at the end of it all, we are not consultants, we are counselors, and they are free to either accept or reject our advice as we put forward.
In 10 years, when we look back and we see a calendar that says 2020, what will it read?
The year of lunacy. Seriously, the pandemic, the massive unemployment, the rampant social unrest, and as Tim said, God forbid a hurricane too, just to add to the fun. I mean, I think we've all collectively lost our minds as a group, and it's going to be people like us, to the sane ones in the group, to get everybody back onto a balanced course, get themselves recentered, and have them moving forward. Because if we don't, then the game's over.
Yeah, now's the time to support one another and love one another. That's for sure.
Yeah, call your clients, call your families, call your friends. Don't just like a post on Facebook, folks. Actually have real one-on-one conversations. It's a very powerful thing. In 10 years, we're going to look at this as the year of lunacy. compliments or quoted by Jim Carroll. Who knows? Maybe this will go down as the greatest year in your business ever. That's definitely something that I think that you can do, and it takes a lot of work, but stay positive out there, my friends. Tim, any last words?
No, that's always insightful stuff, Jim. Appreciate you. Appreciate your team. Their heart is definitely in the right spot. Anybody listening, contact the SBDC. They're there to help, and they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that you're on that pathway to success. Jim, any parting words?
Nope, I thank you for your time, and more importantly, I thank you for the support you're giving us.
Absolutely. If you guys,
without it, we couldn't succeed.
Absolutely. If you guys are interested in getting counseling from the Hampton Roads Small Business Development Center, learn more and head to www.hrsbdc.org. I just wanted to say www because it's fun, and that was so like 20 years ago. But appreciate you guys listening today. Until next time, have a wonderful week. Stay positive and support a small business. Until next time, I'm Zack Miller. That's Tim Ryan and Jim Carroll. See you all on the flip side. Peace and pancakes.
See you, everybody.